I am realizing just how much we humans hate each other and the innocence that is around us. How many children are being abused? How many people are being harmed and discriminated against? How we destroy the nature that we rely on. How we enslave, abuse, kill, and eat the most innocent animals on this earth. Animals that would never harm us, animals that are just existing, just as nature, that we somehow feel it is in our right to use as we please. Instead of seeing it as these are our fellow beings on this earth, we're not more worth than them. We have this tendency to destroy everything that is worthwhile, destroy the innocence, destroy nature, destroy the most innocent beings. At the same time, we know that it's the worst thing a human can do. It is to harm a child. Because a child is completely innocent. A child is just existing. It is the most soft and fragile and beautiful being that we are destroying, just as we're destroying our nature, just as we're destroying animals around us. We think we're so much better than everyone else, but we're so hateful, and we're so aggressive, we're so cruel. We know that we don't have to eat meat or animal products. We know now that you can be healthy eating plants. And yet we still do it, and we still look down upon those who say they're against animal abuse and show it in their behavior by not buying it, by not paying into it. Most of us will say that we don't think animals deserve cruelty. We don't think they deserve to be abused. We don't think they deserve to be killed or harmed. We all have that ability to mirror ourselves in the innocence of other beings. We know that our dog and our cat or our hamster, they have a personality. They have their own perception. They have their own existence, their own being. And when that dog dies and you get a new dog, it's not the same dog. It is not a thing, it is a being. And so is a pig or a sheep or a cow or a fish. We all deserve to be here, yet we have this idea that humans are better because humans have created all these things and invented all these things, and we've made roads and we've made cities and buildings, and we have money and we have power. But what are we actually contributing to in terms of this earth? We're destroying the ecosystem. We're destroying the rainforest. We are harming the most innocent creatures. And I think it says so much about how we treat our own innocence, how we treat our own life, our own liveliness. It is not just about paying for a cruelty and putting that cruelty into your body and digesting it. It is also a mindset that we somehow think we're better than others, or that we have the rights to other people's bodies, whether that be a child or an animal. Or that we have the rights to, burn down a forest so we can plow a field or make buildings instead. That we have the right to this earth. And it's sad because I know saying these things is more extreme than doing those things. We all know how wrong it is to harm children. And yet, basically every child, or at least every female child, will experience or have experienced an inappropriate behavior from a man. It is so normalized to use children, to harm children. They're the purest beings. They're just starting out in life. They've not really experienced or seen anything, and there's something so disturbing about wanting to harm a child and put cruelty into a child when they're so pure and so innocent and so vulnerable. And it just goes to show how much hatred and disrespect we have towards our own vulnerability, our own innocence. This is in no way a justification for people who harm other people. And it's not just children. It's just the fact that we feel we have the right to harm others. Period. That we have the right to use others because we want to. That entitlement of feeling like we are above others is so disgusting. And it's funny because most people will agree that child abuse is wrong, that animal abuse is wrong, that destroying the nature is wrong, and yet we're still all contributing to it in some way. We know we can live without animal products. We know we can be healthy without it. You don't need it to survive. You don't need it to be healthy. You don't need it to thrive. You're only doing it for pleasure. And the same goes for people who harm children. They only do it for their own selfish reasons. There's no justification for it. There's no reasoning for it. It's not like the child attacked the adult and the adult is fighting off the child. The adult is the adult. The adult is the one responsible. The adult is the one in charge. The adult is the one who's supposed to protect the child and make sure that the child is not harmed. And the same goes for us and animals. We're supposed to take care of them. We're supposed to make sure that they're not harmed. We're supposed to fight the people who harm animals. And instead we're paying for it every single time we have a meal. And the same with nature. We should be protecting nature. We should be making sure that we did not destroy nature, which is what we rely on. We're dependent on it, as though we were children and nature was our mother, which it kind of is. We need it for our survival, so why not respect it? Why have we become so ignorant, so cold, so careless, so indifferent towards the things that actually matter the most? And that, I think, is the most painful thing to realize, that we're harming the things that matter the most. We're harming those beings that are just existing. We're putting cruelty into something that is so pure. We're putting our own disease into it. It's time we start to take responsibility, because we can't wait for someone else to do it. We have to do it as individuals. So even though you might think, oh, it doesn't matter, I can't make a change. Well, what happens when everyone thinks that? Which basically everyone does. We could make such a change in the world if we just started to take some responsibility for our actions, started to speak up, stop being afraid of speaking up, for speaking the truth, for talking about the things that goes on secretly. Just as we don't see what is going on inside a slaughterhouse because it's so horrible. It is so horrible that it has to be hidden away from us, yet we enjoy it, we eat it, we taste it, we swallow it, and we do it again and again and again and again. And children that are abused are also told to not speak about it, not talk about it, stay quiet, or they will be harmed or punished, or they won't be believed. So many children are harmed. And so many people know of things happening and not saying anything, not speaking up about it. So much of it is hidden away. So much of it is so secretive. And that feeds into the shame. Because in reality, we should be so ashamed. We should be so ashamed of how we treat this earth, how we treat the most innocent creatures, how we treat Mother Nature, how we treat our own bodies, how we treat each other. We have normalized being so negative, so hateful. We enjoy watching negative news. We gravitate towards negativity. We love gossiping. There's so many horrible things happening. It's not because we're supposed to close our eyes to it. We're supposed to open our eyes to what is actually happening. Start to speak about it, start to talk about it, have conversations about it. Being open to change, not being so stagnant and set in our ways. And actually start to treat each other with kindness, to meet each other with kindness. All beings, because we humans, we're not worth more just because we made some buildings or invented something. We're all so vulnerable. And we need to start accepting that vulnerability and start respecting it, because that's the vulnerability that we see around us as well. When we start to respect our own vulnerability, then we start to meet ourselves with compassion, with empathy. And that empathy will also start to expand into other areas of life. But when we shut down, when we feel entitled to other people's bodies, when we feel entitled to just do whatever we want at the expense of nature or other beings, then we're causing harm. We're causing harm. And it matters what we're doing. It is not insignificant at all. So what are you going to do?